Hi there everybody, just wanted to get you guys a video on a couple of things we've been working on with the goats, a couple of different items that we need to do attend to the goats, whether it's ear tagging or whether it's their hoof trimming, or in this particular case we got a girl that needs to have some cleaning done on her eye. She's got pink eye, it seems. So I'm just going to show you what we normally do, and we'll show them to you in a series of videos, and hopefully you guys will take a little bit of time and work with us. She's probably going to talk to us a little bit. She's having some problem with one of her eyes. Well, we just found her this morning with some issues, and so because she's a little bit on the blind side, she's apprehensive for walking around, unsure of her surroundings, so just kind of a little bit skittish. So please don't take offense to the fact that I'm going to drag her a little bit so we can get some work done on her. All right, come with me. Come on, baby. Come on. So I use these for the smaller girls rather than like on a head gate. It helps me to get some of the work done, and it makes it to where it's not as painful for them. And plus, since we're going to need to be doing some work on her eyes today, I need to get this halter off of her, and so this makes it to where she doesn't run away and I can get the work done that needs to be done. All right? So if you'll come over here and look on this, so she's developed, a lot of this seepage here out of her eyes, and so this is traditionally from pink eye, right? And so what it can cause is, if you look at her eye here, hopefully she'll cooperate with me, you'll notice that there is some graying, some purpling of the eye. This is part of that, condition that comes through. I seem to think that the underlying condition, funny enough, is actually chlamydia. Don't know exactly what the name is, but whenever it's pink eye, you want to kind of keep in mind and be aware that this is not a treatment or a treatable thing with a vaccine. So when the problem arises, then you have to treat just the symptom, right? You can't treat the underlying problem. So pink eye will come back, and pink eye will spread throughout the herd. So it's inevitable that we're going to end up having to, treat other gals and maybe some bucks in our herd. So we're going to begin to see some of this weeping, and I apologize for the what seems to look like maybe cruelty. That's not the case at all. This seepage that comes out, heavy mucus, almost like a scab, if you will, gets into the fur. And then when we've got to put the halter on her, then it just looks like she's got this depression here, and it's really not. It's just that, it's just that fur has got that mucus in it. But we're going to get that debrided, the eye and this area around it, and cleaned, and then hopefully back to the road of recovery for her. So anyway, give me just a second, and I'm going to grab some materials, and we're going to get this cleaned up. All right, so the material that we're going to be using is going to be this antimicrobial. Funny enough, by its directions, it's actually not an antimicrobial, if you will, or antibiotic. It's an antimicrobial, but not antibiotic. It doesn't have any alcohol, doesn't have any steroids, and so this particular material, this antimicrobial pink eye spray, can be used for just about any animal species you can think of. So maybe even your dogs and cats at home if you happen to have them.
I love the bottle.
All right, there we go. All right, so we're gonna start working on getting this cleaned out. Might take us a few minutes. You might see a couple of edits. She might be a little bit unruly or unwilling to have this process done, but we're gonna get it squared away. All right. Per the directions, you do want to make sure that you're doing the stream and not the spray. and you want to get 3 streams directly into the eye itself. Remember, on the on the eye material, that is where the bacteria actually lives. It doesn't live in the surrounding. Okay, so we got her with 1. She's a little unruly. Okay, it's probably going to burn her just a little bit. I know, baby. I know. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay.
Yeah.
All right, and then a second squirt directly into the eyeball. Relax. Relax. By the way, if y'all are wondering what that sound is, so we've got a girl who may be expecting, so we've got her segregated, and so she's over here telling us about it. All right, we're going to get one more in there. I'm going to get this opened up a little bit. Okay. Clean side up, and that material can be used as we do more debriding. I just want to get the 3 off into her eye and let that be beginning to heal first, and then we'll use a little bit more of it. All right, we'll use a little bit more of it, and we'll clean around the eye, and we'll get this material out, and that way it cleans up all of the fur. So like I said, it can be used as a debriding material to get the stuff out of the eye, and then it can also be used to clean all of this area right here where that material has ended up all in this fur down here and gotten this to kind of scab up, if you will, and make it to where it doesn't move as freely as the rest of fur. You can see that that's abnormal and shouldn't be there. So it's a whole round of cleaning, if you will. So we've gotten our 3 shots in. We're going to turn that to the spray, make it a little bit easier for us. And if you'll look right here closely, if you'll look right here closely, you'll see that this material is coming out rather yellowish, right? So that's all that infection. We don't want her kind of drinking this, right? So you'll notice that as it's beginning to debride and clean, then it's coming off yellow, and this material itself is actually very clear, so it's doing its job. And that kind of a yellowish color, that's not good. That's all infection. So we want to make sure that as that stuff is coming out, she's not drinking it, right? And we are cleaning it and getting it off. And so here in just a second, all of this will be cleaned up out of here, and we'll have her kind of segregated for the next couple of days as we do this twice a day for 3 days, and hopefully she'll be back on the road to recovery here quickly. All right, see there, now that stuff's starting to break up, right? And that fur is beginning to kind of come up, right? And that's what we want, and that cleans. Look at there, somebody wants to talk to me. Let's get that turned off. Clean side up. Now we're going to work on cleaning all that material up from around. Now, if you can see this stuff that's coming off now, it's all white and clear, right? This stuff that's coming. So most of all the rest of that infection has already come out of around the eyes. So that material actually dropping is clear now, not yellow. So all that infection was stuck around the eye here, and it was matting up all of the hair. And that infection was being allowed to stay there around the eyes and here. You know, as she would drink water, that stuff would come down. It would leak all the way down to her mouth, right? Then whenever she goes to drink water, she usually sips with about half of her mouth, like so. But if that stuff comes here, then she ends up internalizing it, drinking it, compounding the infection. It just continues to be a spiral. So on average, they say it takes between a week and 4 weeks for pink eye to reverse itself and be a healed matter. So that's the reason why I'm making sure that we're getting the whole area cleaned up, and that's why it's white now rather than that yellowish color. Okay. We've let that sit on there, and look at there, that fur looks so much better now, right? What a blessing. What a blessing. All right, the eye crusties are starting to come out now, right? That's better. Yeah. All right. Still got a little bit more work to do. And man, she is just being so patient with us. It's probably because, you know, she was a little bit disoriented, obviously. You know, we were showing you the, you know, the color of her eye. You know, that pink eye that she's got. So she's, you know, lightly blinded, so it was a little bit easier to catch her, but she's in a state of disorientation right now. And so just as long as, you know, we're not hurting her, then I think she's going to trust us, and she just, you know, she's just being so good right now. Right, and as you can see, that stuff that's dropping off, it's absolutely clear, right? So we know that we're getting all of that infection out. Yeah, I know, sweetheart.
Yeah.
You probably saw a little cut there. She wanted to run away, and I think this next one, we may let it play through, but you can see my cameraman there. I am having to get a little bit of help to get her racked back up, but all right. So I'm not going to completely be able to get everything that's off into the eye. All I'm going to be able to do is drench it and get that material out. I know. And get it out as much as possible. I know, baby. I'm sorry. I know. But it's coming out, and you're going to be better. Yes, you are. You're going to be better. Huh? You're going to be better. I think you bit your lip. Okay. So we're going to need to flip her real quick. And I'm gonna have my cameraman help me, so you're gonna see just a pause here. So we've gotten over to the other side, and you'll notice the same thing. So if you look at this other side, you know, we've already gotten a lion's share of all that out. Like I said, this treatment will have to be done twice a day for 3 days to fully get her back to restored health. So any of this stuff that begins to bleed out of her eye and back into this area, it'll bleed here and here and here, and so we'll have to clean that up and just keep doing that. So Now the same thing has kind of, happened here. You'll notice how it's kind of drained here and drained all the way down the side of her chin here, right? So we're going to be cleaning that up. And here comes the jumpy part, because we're going to be squirting it directly into her eye. I'll alternate and go ahead and put some spray on it.
That one's going to be wobbly.
And alternate and do that spray so that we can get some of this right here soaking. And if you can look a little bit closer here, you'll notice as I do this, this right here is going to leak yellow. Yeah, see, it's leaking yellow. I know, baby. I know. I know. You are doing so good. Yes, you are. You are doing so good. Yes, I'm so proud of you. Yeah. I'm sorry you're in pain. We'll try to make it all better. All right. So get that first little flush in there. A little bit more. Now that's already starting to drip just clear, right? And not that yellow. So we're doing the right things. We're going to give her one more shot in the eye. If you're using this material, 3 shots in the eye directly. And then let's try to massage that a little bit. Okay, make it move around that eye socket. Get that cleaning, debriding done. Right, and then she's already starting to tear up, so it's coming out of the eye socket. That foreign material, that bacteria and virus is beginning to come out of the eye socket. All right, one more time. I know, baby. You are doing so good. So good. I know. Doing so good. All right, a little bit more cleaning, and this eye was not as bad. She was able to still see out of this eye significantly well. It was the other eye that she wasn't being able to see nearly as well. Almost completely blind on the side. So catching her was no problem. I know, sweetheart. I know. Okay. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. There we go. Yeah. So, and you can tell this is not perfect, right? But it is a lot better than it was. And now we'll just allow the healing process to begin. So, as you can see, the things that we accomplished, we're getting some of that material, off the sides here, and making it to where that healing process could begin. If we eradicated that infection out of there, right? Then that'd be the important thing. And then we were able to get some cleaning done in her eye itself, right, and all those surrounding areas. Still some infection that's not coming off directly, okay? And looks like she's already hungry. She's worked herself into a tizzy. Yeah. And anyway, so just kind of cleaning that material off the sides here, and making it to where the healing process can begin. So anyway, thank you guys so much for being here with us on this particular process. We're going to be doing some other stuff. We've got to do an ear tag on her while we've got her, and we also need to do some hoof trimming on her. So I'll be putting those up as additional secondary videos. If you guys would go and like those, we would appreciate it. Please remember to subscribe. If you've got friends or family members or even just acquaintances that likes goats or likes learning about them, wants to see what it is that we do out here on a daily basis, we want you guys to be able to be exposed to that, and we're just grateful that we have you along for the ride. I think she likes the taste of my jeans. So anyway, just very much a thanks. Be grateful, be blessed, and know that we're proud to have you guys along for the ride with us. So have a wonderful and a blessed day. Bye-bye.